Hey guys. Hey guys, how you doing? I was wondering why I look just so dark. It's the afternoon and I look already done and I haven't even started my evening. Today's my first day back since my official absenteeism from work because I didn't get my PPD. Anyway, that's over and done work. So the only thing I'm thinking about, like, okay, this stuff keeps me going and then I take the 5-HP at night, but I'm not gonna take it tonight. And I work Saturday night. So I'm going to take it in the morning after I wake up tomorrow, whatever time, I'm going to take it and take the ultrasound with it too and see how that goes because I'm going to take it at 6. Well, I should take it now and not, it'll help me stay up. And I got my Clonopin, which I won't probably be taking tonight. I know I shouldn't be playing with it, but I don't know what else to do. It says you could take 3 of these daily. They seem to be working for me, but it's a long night, and I'm gonna see how far will. I mean, I have gone through the 1 milligram at night without it, just with the one in the morning, and I was okay. Sometimes I ain't gonna say all the time. Sometimes, so I'm gonna try it tonight, and see. Because if it is tolerance level, maybe the one at 9 don't work. I don't fucking know. I'm not a fucking genius here. I'm not a professional, but you try everything different. Let's see. I mean, if that one can hold me the whole day and whole night, poof, that second one. I don't know. But I know my body used to take 6 milligrams and it's acting funny with the one at night. It's eating it all up. So why the fuck am I taking it? I've gone the whole night without it and still didn't wake up sick. No, I didn't wake up sick. It depends. My body's funny. Sometimes if I miss it, I get sick. But I think I'm already sick anyway. It don't work. It's just not working on me at night. It's just not working. But the one in the morning works. So, I don't know. I hopefully with the L-Trosis, it keeps me up all night after 6. So that's why I'm taking it now. It's not recommended to take it after 6. I already know that because I've been up with it only till like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I'm going to see how long I could last without that 1 milligram. I don't know. I'm taking chances. I shouldn't. But if it's not working, what's the worst that can be done? I'll take the one in the morning and see where that gets me. But guys, I am not at all ready to go to work tonight. I just don't want to. I ain't saying I have a little bit of motivation because of these 2 little things. Thank God. When they wear off, I don't know. But I'm going to keep trying finding other different stuff because there are other different stuff in reference to your serotonin and stuff like that. But, I keep going into these. I'm looking lately at the breakdowns of the Clonopin when it's in tolerance level. And one girl was on it only 5 months and it just stopped working on her and she was really sick. So I don't know. I don't know. Some people take it 25 years and still taking it for fear of withdrawal, which I could understand, but it still must be working somehow. But eventually it'll get to a point where the tolerance level comes, and that one at night ain't doing me nothing. It just ain't doing me nothing. And I don't know what it's supposed to be doing anyway, because it just keeps me out of that withdrawal mode anyway. Like during the day, I don't feel withdrawals as I take my morning med. But at night, he says take one in the morning and one at night. It ain't helping at night. It seems like it makes me sick at night. That's crazy. That's what it seemed like to me. It makes me sick at night. I'm gonna try to see. I shouldn't be playing with my body, but I'm gonna try to see what is going on. Like if I can manage to be on 1 milligram for the whole day, Lord and behold, without any withdrawals at night, which I too get them anyway. But that's what I'm saying. Why the fuck am I taking it if I'm gonna be sick anyway? The dose in the morning does last, but I really don't know if it's because I'm taking a second dose or just try to rely on that one dose and see. I don't fucking know. So I really don't like taking it at work for fear that I have to stay up all night sometimes. Sometimes I have been getting some sleep. But since I've been on this ultrosil, I might make it through the day and see what happens, But I know I don't want to go through withdrawals, but I go through them anyway at night. Like, it seems like that fucking dose makes me sick. Or it's just, like they say, it's just tolerance level already. But if it was a tolerance level, why is the one in the morning working and not the one at night? If I'm hitting tolerance level, and usually it happens like if I take it at 11, by 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm sick. I took my pill at 8. I'm not sick. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been like, what? By 8 o'clock, it would be 8 hours, and I'm not sick. I go 11, 12, 1, 2, and I'm not sick till 4 in the morning. I don't know. So on that point, I do believe what they say, that it does stop working after a certain time, because before I was never waking up sick. I could skip a dose. Now I don't seem that way. I really haven't tried to skip my morning dose because I wake up feeling like crap. The body's tricky. I'm tricky. I did the 4 milligrams. I'm not fully detoxed from that. If I am detoxed, I've reached tolerance level already. The night is not working for me. Only the day. Does that sound correct? Or maybe one day I'll wake up and the day won't work either. And I'll be fucked up. I'll be running to the doctor. You better give me something. Ativan, something. I went cold turkey. Not pretty. Not pretty at all. Not pretty. Shit ain't pretty. Can't do shit. Oh, no. No. Some people say it comes out of your system in 2 weeks. Granted, I believe that, but the damage is already done. There's still withdrawals with that. What the fuck? 10 days. When I saw that, I was like, this person must be fucking... It's a video from years ago anyway. This fucking person must be out of their mind. 10 days. I stood in here for 37 days. 36 to 37 days. Okay? And there's one up-to-date video which says is a withdrawals, cold turkey withdrawals can last 3 months. Unless you taper. And once you taper, it starts getting worse and worse as you start getting lower and lower. Like, it's like you can't bypass this shit. Like, I'm learning you can't bypass it. You gotta go through something. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, fucking like I'm trying to enjoy these little moments that I'm having with these precursors because they are helping with the 5-HP right now. So maybe it'll help build up my serotonin levels. Once they start working, I'll try something else, and maybe when I start titrating, I'll be strong enough. You know, as far as the serotonin and stuff is concerned, I'll be strong enough up here to be able to deal with the other stuff. I don't know, but I've heard it from another guy who says he's doing it because he reached tolerant level and now he's taking the 5-HP, and he's trying to build his serotonin so he could try to withdraw. It don't make no sense. If you're intolerant and you're sick, what the fuck are you? What's it gonna do for you? Besides, I understand what he's saying with the serotonin. Built that shit up there, so when that bang comes, when that fucking withdrawal comes, your serotonins and shit won't be so fucked up. Your moods, your dopamine levels and all that, because that is like the worst part of it all, is when you have no energy, no motivation, no dopamine level, your receptors are all fucked up, your neurotransmitters. That's what makes the withdrawals even worse, when your head is so fucked up that you can't even fucking think. I pray to God. I know I'm going through something at night. I pray to God, all right, if you want to keep it that way for a while, keep it that way for a while. But give me a chance to titrate. Settle me down to a point where I can titrate, and please, because I'm truly afraid when the time comes. And the doctor told me I was on it for 4 years. It was a 0.5. I didn't take it like that. I used to throw them away. Take 2 or 3, save them. One day I saved just half a bottle, throw everything else away. Looked at it, I thought it was clonidine. That's because when I was detoxing from opiates, I guess I was hallucinating or saw clonidine on it or whatever. Oh, yeah. When I heard it started making me feel good, that's when I remembered. I was like, well, it made me feel good like that because I never took them like that. So I never really experienced the clonidine feeling. I'm like, okay, yeah. Oh, this is good. And they help with the craving withdrawals a lot for some reason. Lord have mercy, I could punch my head or put my head through a glass sometimes, but don't feel that way right now. But I have felt that way before. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not, I said I'd be ready, but I'm not ready. And I sure as hell ain't ready to go to that stupid freaking job. Not one fucking bit. Not one bit. Mm-mm. I don't want to go. 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 That's what happens when you get laid back. When you get laid back, right? Sort of like a semi-vacation for me. I got laid back, and when I laid back, it made me a little lazy as far as like going to work. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to deal with that people. I don't. I hate feeling this way, but it's the fucking damn truth. I do not want to deal with nobody. Like it's not the point of nobody. It's just I ain't gonna say no names, but 1 second, guys. I don't don't want to deal with anybody. But but you know, I get like that. But once I get on the bus, I put my earplugs on. Okay, it's just a matter of just getting there. You know how you guys wake up in the morning, boom, once you wash your face. Once you hit that door, okay, you're on your way. You know, but I still got this thing about leaving the house. For some reason, it's a little bit, it's getting better. But, you know, like, you know, if it wouldn't have been for these two things, I couldn't do the job I do, the nursing assistant, and I have to lift patients on a Hoya lifts and, you know, no weight. So, and when I mean no weight, I mean like a stiff brick. So, you know, we got machines for that, but there's still, you got to turn the patient there. You know, there's certain ways you do that where you don't hurt your back. But with this sort of job, I do it every 4 days and then every 3 days, because you can't constantly keep doing that every day because it will fuck up your body. Okay, it will mess up your body. And I'm already 50, 51 or 50, 52. You know, I still got a little bit of thing in me, but like when I was going through that cold turkey, I couldn't even lift up a cup of coffee. I cried so fucking hard. I cried so hard when I couldn't lift up a cup of coffee. My fingers would hurt so bad. Like, you know, I just don't want to go to work. I actually feel like I want to hang out in my fire escape and enjoy the weather. I'm in the Bronx, by the way. That's why I say fire escape. They have them in the suburbs too. But over here you see buildings and stuff. And I mean, it's ghetto sitting on the fire escape. But that's how I feel right now. And I'm praying to God that, I don't know, if it gets to a point where the 5-HP don't work anymore. There's L-Tryptophan too, and the Atrocious, and there's other stuff that might be able to help me. But I'm wondering, could it be that if once it stops working or whatever, could it mean your serotonin levels are fine? Or that's, I don't really understand too much of it. Does it mean it's not passing through your brain barrier anymore? Because according to some of the neurotropic people, it's good to take it with L-triazine. That's why I mixed it, because L-triazine alone will deplete your dopamine levels or your serotonin level, but the two mixed together counteracts that. So it could be on a level where, as opposed to that happening to you, will be like pretty much zero, depending on the person, because not everything works for everybody. So I'm trying to avoid that. I really didn't want to be on two of them, but just on 5-HP, your dopamine levels will deplete eventually, or no, not your dopamine, your serotonin, or not deplete, or something happens that it'll stop working. So in order for that to stop doing that, you take and combine it with the L-triazine. People have complained that it made them sleepy. I found a remedy, coffee. Some people say don't take coffee. Well, it works for me because alone it was making me sleepy, and I took a cup of coffee. Once I take my cup of coffee, I'm A-okay. I don't get that fatigue feelings that some people get from the L-triazine alone. And I do believe maybe if you try a cup of coffee, it'll work. It worked for me, and I'm glad it worked for me, because I was like, oh right, shit, I'm good now, But until how long am I going to be good for? But I'm going to enjoy it, because I feel like my mental clarity is okay. I'm fine. I got nothing to complain about. Except my rent check didn't get to where it's supposed to get, so now I got to double check it now. Check is lost in the mail. And I don't understand why, when they got a mailbox that says outgoing mail, that's why they switched the mailboxes there, because somebody was stealing the mail outside. Did it again. It's like the fourth fucking check. I can't, like, what the fuck? I'm not making a trip down to the West Bubba fuck to bring in check, and I'm not allowing them to tap into my account. I don't like nobody taking money out of my account. Anybody else will take money out of my account, like Netflix or something. I don't even allow Verizon to do it. Let's put it that way. I don't like that pay as you, they take your, no, because you don't know. Like with me being sick, I might not have that money there. And that emergency money, I didn't want to tap unless I tap it myself. Go to figure. I'm really acting like a Bronx bitch now, but that's what I'm saying. I don't want nobody controlling my money but me. Thank God I managed to have that little bit that I had put away for a rainy day. It is helping, but I kind of like to see it there. And my sister has to explain to me that that's what the money's for days that, look what happened, you was out of work. I never been, even my boss had said to me, what's wrong? And you've been here 10 years, and in 10 years, you never, ever did what you've been doing. I said, what is it that I'm doing? You're calling in sick a lot. Well, maybe I am sick. I've been here 10 years. You know, the body could only take so much, but I can't sit there and tell them I'm withdrawing. I mean, they're not going to fire me because they're not going to find nothing in my system anyway. They don't want to do urines anymore because they don't want to pay for them. But that's not the point. The point is they don't need to know everything about you. And even if he told me I could, talk to HRA and ask for a leave of time or of absence or well, who the fuck is gonna pay my bills? Y'all got some kind of program where y'all pay the bills while I'm on this so-called leave of absence? No. So I gotta take my PTO, not even touch it for nothing, not even for Christmas. I don't even have any PTO. I gotta start now until next year, leave it there until I start withdrawing for the sick days that I can't go to work, which probably will be never once this shit kick in, because I felt it. And that shit was ongoing for 37 days. It wouldn't stop. It would cease, give me window periods, and then it would start all over again just as bad as it was the first day. I can't be a once a week person to go to work or nothing. I pay rent and stuff like that. I'm sure everybody that works has to pay rent. I'm not the only one. And you guys should know how hard that is when you don't have no sick time or nothing available. But you can't get up out of bed. You can't. You can. And in my type of work, I cannot go to work. Mind you, fuck that shit. I can't even get up out of the bed. Can't shower. I drag myself to the bathroom and I can't stand my own smell. Listen, I'm just being truthful and honest as I'm a New Yorker. You know, it is what it is. And whoever says that's that bullshit, you're being stanky. No, it's the fucking truth. When you go through withdrawals, you can't do shit. You got to force yourself. And some days it gets so bad, you think you're going to die. Who wants to drag themselves to the shower thinking they're like fucking dying? What if you fall in the tub and break your fucking head? Like, you're already wishing you fucking want to just croak anyway, but I'm trying to go out like that. I say that now, and I was trying to do it not too long ago, trying to take my own life because I couldn't take the depression, my serotonin levels, my receptors, everything in my brain was fucked up. I swear I just couldn't understand for the life of me. And this is after I got back on the Klonopins. But my doctor said that even though I'm off the Suboxone, it doesn't mean that it's over. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm done with it. He said, you've been on it for 4 years. They're still going to, but yeah, instead of just telling me the real truth, your receptors are fucked up, your neurotransmitters are fucked up, and it takes your dopamine level. Why don't you just be honest and tell me that's what's really happening to me, so maybe I can find another way to take care of it. He's scared for me to find another way to take care of it so I don't have to take that Celexa. And I haven't touched that Celexa, and I'm not going to. Next month, yeah, give me the Celexa. I don't care if he takes, but I know when he looks at me and says, you take your medicine, I'm telling him, I don't want that. I don't want it. I don't want it. Listen, This 5-HP in this thing, it has given me back my sanity. Even if it's going to be for a short period of time, maybe 3 months, 4 months, I don't care. Whatever time it's given me. But it's better than me sticking that Celexa in my throat and then finding out later that I'm withdrawing like a motherfucker, because I also saw a psychiatrist talk about it. Sometimes it only works for about a month and you're fucked because there's nothing else you can take. You can't take another benzo to take care of another benzo. So I heard, I don't know. But what I'm saying is I don't want to be one of those persons. That's how scared I am that I won't take that antidepressant. I won't take it. I took it 5 times in a span of 30 days. And I don't mean 5 days straight. I was even scared to take it 2 days straight. For fear, because my addictive personality, or just it's like snap, crackle, and pop. It just snaps, and right away my mind just, oh, I love it, that kind of shit. That's how my mind is, because I have addictive personality, and I'm always the type, anything that makes me feel good, make me feel good. Look, I'm in overdrive now because I'm fucking around with that L-Tricine. I don't care. Listen, I'm going to work. I'm going to do my thing. As long as this shit works and keeps giving me the peace that I have now compared to the peace 5 days ago, I wouldn't give that to nobody. Maybe share it, but I wouldn't give it totally. No. Those 2 things have brought me peace, and I hope they keep working. And I keep asking God, help me along with this. Help all those that are going through this find a better way. Make it less painful. Make it, at least if we're withdrawing, I have withdrawal cold turkey methadone, but it never took my mind over like that. Not like the benzo. It never had me depressed. I don't remember having it depressed. I remember it took my energy and it made me feel physically sick, but not appear to the point where I was thinking about, I did think about suicide. But to me, benzo to me is worse than methadone. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I went through it. That's my opinion. I would rather kick meth than kick this benzo, because meth is not a fucking thing that turns around and be 2 years and you still kicking and your brain's not functioning. No, it's not like that. That's the only thing for me that meth doesn't do. For me, it didn't do that to me. I was only on it like maybe 5 months. Maybe I didn't have enough time on it to be, but it didn't do my brain like that. Like this benzo, and I guess it was the combination of everything. The fucking Suboxone and all that, it just totally took everything. It just sucked. I lost 11 fucking pounds. You know what? I had to speak to somebody yesterday at the job who I felt tried to reprimand me about, like, I missed my PPD, and I told him, look, I was sick. I had pneumonia. I really didn't want to tell him I had pneumonia, but I needed an excuse. Being out for like 7 days like that, I'm taking my pills, and it's not a magic pill. You don't take it and think you're going to have energy. No, that shit's still in your, I was weak. There was no way I could have gone to work. I was weak. And why would you want me around with pneumonia with another patient? It's just, come on, it's just common sense. Everybody knows that. He tries to tell me I should have went to HRA, told him I need time off, and this time off for what? I was sick with pneumonia. What the fuck time off I need? A week, 7 days. And if I felt I needed more time, I would have took it. So I felt, being that I got, it's not a suspension, took me off the case because of the PPD. So I felt that he was trying to turn it into, well, you haven't been to work like 7 days, and then you went to work 2 days, and then all of a sudden you're out again. Yeah, I had an excuse. I forgot the PPD. And from what I understood, I thought my PPD was due on the 27th of November, along with my flu shot. I've been there 10 years and 10 years. Look at my record. I've always complied. You know what he said to me? That's why I tell you people, don't fucking assume. I'm telling everybody, I don't give a fuck who don't like what I say. Don't assume when you look at a person that they're fucking on drugs or fucking, well, sometimes you could tell a person is sick, but you don't know if they're sick or they drugged out or if they're on alcohol. Alcohol, you can smell it. But there's other things going on in life. And I thought I knew that he saw that change. This is not the first time that I interacted with this gentleman. The only thing I like about him, he's African, no big deal. It's not a racial thing. But he's the only one, since I've been there 10 years, that never raised his voice. No matter how much I raised my voice, this man still had a tenderness about himself. Like, he has a gift of bringing you down. And I should have told him that. I said, you have a gift. You know how to talk to people. You know how to. He brought me down to a level nobody really does that. Where even if I was angry, I said what I had to say, but I wasn't angry towards him. Usually I get so angry. People at work be like, yo, you be bugging. You can't come in like that. You got to relax. You know, you're off the hook. Or it could be even about a box of gloves. I just go off if I feel like the person is talking to me in a certain way and I don't like it. And to him, I told him, this is how I feel. It's nobody's personal business of my personal business when I'm sick. If I say I'm sick, I'm sick. What he was trying to make me understand was if you needed time, you should have went to HR and asked for it the time. I said, no. What I did was contact my coordinator and told her, I have pneumonia. Okay, we're going to pass that along. Get that information going. I said, I can't come to work. Common sense, me being a coordinator, I don't know if their job is to contact HRA. What you contacting HRA for? I didn't ask for a leave of absence. That's why I told them, why would I need to go to HRA? I'm not asking for a leave of absence. I'm sick. And I think by him looking at me, and I could understand because I didn't look too well. Yesterday I was bugging out because I wore this jacket that I thought was leather and it was all ripped off. So him looking at me, he immediately, that's why I was so attack mode. Like, he said, oh, but do you want to speak to a nurse? I'm like, oh, I got so offended. I said, what the fuck do I need to speak to a nurse for? Why do I need to speak to a nurse? No, so you could tell her why. What am I going to tell? Do I look sick to you? Oh, no, calm down, Miss Martinez. You're taking it the wrong. No, I am taking it the wrong way. You're asking me if I want to speak to a nurse. What I need? I said, let me just tell you something straight out. Listen, not for nothing. A nurse and my psych and my medical doctor can't even fucking do shit for what I'm going through now. I'm getting emotional. Can't do a fucking thing for me, but give me more shit to shove down my throat. What I need is time. He said, but that's what I mean. You can take time off. With no work, no money, I can't do that. Seriously, let's be real. This is real life we're talking about. I don't have 2 months worth of PTO time to say if I had it, I would stay home for 2 months and start doing. I don't think I would even do that because the titrating that I'm going to do is going to take a year. I don't give a fuck. And it might not even be, guys, because the way things are going, I might fucking be intolerant pretty soon. The one in the morning might not work. I don't know. Pretty soon. I'm hoping not. Maybe it's something else, but it's got to be the Klonopin. You know, some people say the Klonopin makes them sick. It's not making me sick in the morning, but it makes me sick at night. No, it's not making me sick at night. What it's doing is it's not enough at night. But if it's enough in the morning, there's 24 hours in a day. Why is it not lasting me? I'm not going to take no more. I don't want any more. But when I go next month, I'm going to tell the doctor. I go on the 10, doesn't matter. Listen, I take the morning meds. I'm fine. I take the night meds. I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning kicking like Bruce Lee. And I know it's because I took those 4. I know. He probably going to say, oh, I'll up a dose. If he say he'll up a dose, I'm going to agree to it. But I'm not going to take it because I'm remembering the titration I want to go through next year. It's better to keep them coming. If you have the will not to touch them and keep touching them every time you feel a little sick, that it's not enough. If you got the will to hold on to them till the time is ready, hopefully the tolerance level won't leave me until, another year or so where I could finally in January do the titrating right. I'll have enough to do what I have to do with. That's the only reason I will be agree to it. But it won't be because I want to take it. I got 2 bottles there of 0.5s. I took it one time. And it really didn't shake my bubble anyway. So, because I know what shakes my bubble. 4 more would shake my bubble. And right now, I guess you could call it hypo, whatever. Look, I feel fucking great. Maybe overstimulating because I drink coffee all day. And I'm going to try starting tomorrow. I'm not going to drink coffee in the morning tomorrow because, see, that's the thing. When I work on the weekends, when I come home Saturday morning, I can't have that cup of coffee because I'll be like this. And then I got to come back to work 8 hours later. So it's not going to work for me. I'm going to be fucked. And then I got to stay up all night. And that's what no can do. So as far as the morning meds, I can't take any of it. The only thing I can take is my Klonopin in the morning. But when I wake up, I'll take the 5-HP and the triosis. Yes. But I cannot take that cup of coffee in the morning or the 5-HP or the L-Trosius or whatever because of the simple matter of it keeps me awake. And it motivates me and stuff like that. And when you work nights, you gotta rest your body. So if I do take it, I'm be fucked. I'm gonna be wide open like I smoke crack all night. So I can't do that. So tomorrow morning I won't take it. I'll take the Klonopin. If I take the Klonopin and I'll lay down, I'll be good. But I can't touch the other stuff until later on when I wake up. Then I'll take it. And I hope I don't wake up sick because I'm not touching the Klonopin. If I wake up sick, then I know what I got to do. It's like that. But like I was saying with the doctor, it's funny with the guy that I was talking to yesterday. I was trying my hardest to be so fucking mean. But there's some people in this world that have ways of he's just so soft-spoken. And he doesn't make faces neither when he's trying to get through to you. He'll still have that same face as you walk in. He don't get angry at you or anything. I mean, out of all those bitches that work there, that's the only man that I have fucking respect for. And he works for compliance. You have a gift. I just want to tell you, you have a gift. You know that, right? Because you know how to talk to people. I'm a type of person that it doesn't take much for me to explode. And as much as I kept trying to be a cunt, he still kept the same role. Like, I stopped trying to be mean because the man he just would put his hand on the chair where I was. Like if he wanted to touch my hand, instead he touched the chair, like just trying to explain to me until I finally, yes, I understand, but I also wanted him to understand me and how I felt. Like I felt I was being reprimanded. Now, if I would go and speak to them bitches in the office, they'd be calling security on me. Oh, she is off the fucking hook. And yeah, I'm a little bit ghetto when it comes like that. And it doesn't come from living in the city because I've always been that way. I have a bad attitude. And I don't say a bad attitude because I'm a beautiful person. I just have, like, you wouldn't think a tiny person like me would have such a a fierce way about her, but I do. And it doesn't take much for something to explode. But it's got to be either you're insulting my fucking intelligence or you're trying to be cunning, mean, and rude to me. Those are the only things that make me explode. And I think that's with everybody. Everybody, I think, has a little bit of something when somebody's trying to be rude and mean and disrespectful to them, that a response comes. But depends. Everybody got different ways of responding. You know, some could be kind about being, or maybe constructive criticism back to the way they're spoken to. Me, I take it ghetto, like, fuck you. I ain't talking to you. I don't like the way you talk to me. Blasey, blasey. Oh, you're in the office. You can. I don't care where I am. I have better jobs than this. There's thousands of agencies I can go to. I could go to an agency tomorrow and be hired the next day. You're not the only one. I have no investment here. A 401k. So what? That ain't even shit to retire on. I could just take that and transfer that to the next one. Simple. Don't want to do it, but don't push me. You don't give a fuck about me. They don't give a fuck about you. Fuck they give a fuck about you for? They call me, I don't answer the phone. But that was my fault that I lost that day, that I got, you know, taken off the case. Because if I would have answered that phone the first time, I would have had enough time to do the PPD and I wouldn't miss that day of work. That was my fault. But I misunderstood also. I thought it was still November 27th. I told him, personally, you don't need to know anything about me, but I'm lacking money. The last thing I would do is miss that Monday. I would never do that. I don't do that with PPDs. I know what it takes to comply with this job. So you having this conversation for me, to me, is fucking meaningless and makes me feel like a fucking child. Anyway, he ended it on a good note. I ended it up with, I'm not going to win. The guy's not going to be mean to me. He's not going to be trifling. He just told me, look, I'm going to put your paperwork in, do that, but you got to go downstairs. I said, okay, I'll do it. He said, bring your little sticky next time. But when I go and bring my ID to him, I'm going to bring it to ID to him. I said, can I say something to you? I'm not here to offend you or anything. I'm here just to tell you, you have a very nice way of communicating with people. If nobody ever told you that, I'm telling you that you have a gift. Because I'm the type of person that it doesn't take much for me to explode. Even that simple conversation, which was a simple conversation of you trying to do your job and explaining to me, you know, something that he needed to do that probably somebody else told him that he needed to have that conversation with me. That was only his job. But he did it in such a, I don't know if it was a loving way or just so fucking humanistic. He was so nice about it. And I'm going to tell him, you have a gift. You're the only one here that doesn't make me angry, because you don't trigger my anger trigger. I don't know why, but you need to know you have a gift with people. I don't know how you are with anybody else, but I know the times that I interact with you, you have a certain way that calms me down inside, even though I'm still yapping at the mouth when I should be shut up and listen, because you're only doing your job. And I just want to let him know I apologize, because you had a job to do, and that's what you was doing the other day. But I kept on and on, like if I wasn't understanding, which I did understand. You have to tell me what you have to tell me. But things haven't been right for me. I'm not making any excuse, because you don't need to know. Like, you understand what I'm saying. Like, sorry that you're going through what you're going through, but I got a job to do, and I do understand and relate to that. But I do want to apologize to him for taking his time, because I kept on and on and on. And, you know, the more he was trying to tell me, the more I kept like, no, you're attacking me, you know, because that's how we get when we on these fucking pills. Everybody is attacking me, or I feel like they're attacking me. And this man never, ever did that. I always had that same feeling about him from day one that I met him. It's been 10 years. And he's still with the company, and he still has not changed his tone of talking to people or anything. He is just so passive. And me running my fucking mouth like a ghetto person, and him trying to calm me the fuck down. But with a nice, never did he raise his voice like those fucking cunts in the fucking office. You can't talk to us like that. We're the work in the office. So what? Fuck you, bitch. I answer telephone. Hello? Cooperative, how can I help you? How can I transfer your call? I can fucking do that. Just because I wipe ass for a living. And you know what? I'm going to take that back. Because someday somebody's going to need to wipe my butt. And I hope that whoever walks into my home treats me the way I treat them. Kindness and respect and with dignity. And some people don't do that. Some people don't do that. And no matter how mean the person is to you, you got to be careful that they don't mess with your mind up here to the point where it makes you hate your job. I don't hate my job. I'm underpaid. But I've always wanted to do that, be in the field of medical, helping people. But I didn't think that there's some people out there that are so hard to deal with. Okay? Sometimes I have to remember, hey, they're sick. All right. But if you're dealing with a person who's not, maybe doesn't look sick on the outside, can talk and walk and everything, and knows exactly what they're saying to you, then that's a different question. Now you're being a motherfucker. Now you're being a real bitch or cunt or asshole, whatever, because you got all your senses, you're educated, and you're still treating me like a bag of shit. If you don't want me here, cancel. But don't bring me here and give me 8 hours of grief. I don't need your grief. You're angry about your sickness, your family, whatever. I'm not here for that. I'm just here to help you. But if you don't need my assistance, I can go take my shit somewhere else where somebody really needs the help. You don't need help. You just want to patronize me, boss me around, treat me like a maid, and talk to me in the street, like I ain't shit. I ain't going for that. Oh, I tell those people off. Oh yeah, they get a couple of times they call the office about my attitude, and I'd be like, so what? Oh, are we gonna write me up for what? For stopping somebody from calling me a bitch and a cunt? Oh, and they do that. Some people do that. You know, you try to chalk it up. I chalk it up with dementia people, mentally ill people, and stuff like that. I chalk that up. I suck it up because that's not them. But when I'm dealing with a person who has brains are not fried, or they're not suffering from dementia, they just need a little assistance around the house, a little help, you know, that's different. See, you know what you're doing. And you're doing it on purpose, and you're being hurtful. So if you want somebody to sit here 8 hours to be hurt on, I could go home and hurt myself. I ain't getting paid for this. They don't pay me to sit here and let you bang, 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 bang. You know, come on. Like, I didn't come here for that. I came here to help you. But if you keep insisting that I'm incompetent, then I need to get on that phone and call for a competent person. And they're going to tell you, I'm not the best, but that's a good aid you got there. We never have a problem with her. She's always asked to come back. So there must be a problem with her. I went to a couple of cases. I do private duty. Why take over for somebody else who can't work that day? And they, I want her back. No, you got your aid. But sometimes they find something in you that they don't find in somebody else. Everybody don't take care of people the same way. I do it with my heart. And sometimes my heart gets broken on this particular thing. It does get broken. But I'm learning to suck it up, because you can't change. You're not there to change nobody. Nobody can change nobody unless they want to change themselves. Just like we're in this bullshit with the Suboxones and Clonopins and trying to get clean. Nobody can make you clean except yourself. Nobody can make you go to detox. Nobody can make you stop taking meds but yourself. You know? And it is what it is. I hope I'm not boring you, but I'm a chitter chatter box right now. Probably they'll say, oh, this girl is on something. Yeah, I'm on fucking L-Troceus and L-Typhon, which, here it goes, 5-HP together. Love it. I'm loving it because it's giving me freaking, like, I did my dishes because they had to be done, not because I enjoyed it or had the energy to do them. But my kitchen was stinking, so I said, let me at least do that, so I don't have to deal with it when I come in the morning. So, but this together has given me. It stopped the depression. Number one, that's why that medicine I'm carrying, it's very important to me. It's very important to me, just like the Suboxone war. I even went out of the country with the Suboxone. You know, we had to do that. We had no choice. After 3 days, you're fucked. You could only last 3 days without Suboxone. It'll hold you for 3 days. One, if you didn't know. That's why all that bullshit about detoxing 6 to 7 months till you get to 0.0. People, stop that. Stop cold turkey. Because when you start going down, all you're doing is dragging out the fucking thing. And you're feeling miserable taking your fucking meds anyway. So just stop it. 3 days, you're off of it. It takes 3 days. So those 3 days you're not taking it, it's still in your system. But after that, after the 3rd day, it is no longer in your system. Therefore, you detox it. But now you got to go through the withdrawals. Which I'd rather go through that anytime. I'm saying anytime other because of the benzos. I could do 2 or 3 more Suboxone withdrawals. But I can't do that fucking benzo. That benzo wasn't meant for that. That benzo is not, It's nothing like, it got nothing on Suboxone. Suboxone is and methadone, clearly they fucked up withdrawals, yeah. But they have fucking endings. And I'm not talking long endings. They have short endings. And then the pause. Okay, let's say Suboxone, I could still be dealing with pause. I don't know. But I don't think so. What I was dealing with the serotonin and all that was all fucked up. I had nothing left. You know, it took all that for me 4 years. My brain is kind of injured. So, but methadone, I did methadone. I was fine after 2 months. 2 months. But I went through it. Talking, walking, and my son was sick in the hospital and everything, and I was walking around sick. But I do admit, I did try to kill myself on that. And I was only on 25 milligrams. And thank God it was only 5 months. But I had to because I was pregnant. And I thought it was just for 3 days, and I never came back to the clinic. And then the 3rd day, I was like, wow, stomach is bothering me. I started feeling weird, feeling sick. Next thing I know, my counselor is knocking on the door. It was already going on 3 days, and I started feeling really bad. And I said, I'm glad you're here. Something's wrong. He said, of course something's wrong. He said, and the only reason why he came because I was pregnant. And I did not know. If they would have explained to me that I had to stay on the methadone until the baby's born, I might have not have chosen it that way. But going cold turkey still would have jeopardized my child anyway. He could have died inside me. I wouldn't want to do that. So, but I didn't understand. I thought it was just a 3-day thing, but it wasn't. He said, you got to stay till the baby's born. The baby's addictive. Oh boy, that was a story. Anyway, make a long story short, I done it. But this benzo, I thought people were, you know how some people are really bad serial killers and shit like that. At least serial killer kill you or torture you for a while, but this shit is fucking unreal. It's just like, this is a challenge to me, guys. It really is. And when I mean a challenge, I don't mean it with a smile on my face, but this could make me or break me next year. And whichever way it goes, if I go into tolerance level in January or in December, who knows? Because if something's happening now, and that's at night. That's at night. I'm thinking if I take 2 milligrams at night, I'll be fine. But that's not going to happen. Because the withdrawals aren't that deep for me to reach over or to even take 2 before I go to bed. Because I already know how it feels. It ain't that bad. It's doable. But you wake up not feeling 100% great. But once I get that Klonopin in me, and being that I take the 5-HP, as soon as I take the coffee, I feel it. Really quickly, like 15 minutes, very quickly. You know? And that'll be the end of that. But, hey, I had a bottle of Klonopins that was from the first time when he gave it to me, and I thought I wasn't on them. When I took it with Celexa, took 2 of them. That shit made me so high. I got so scared. I didn't take it. And that's when the withdrawal started coming. Because I already had stopped the kratom at that same moment. Back to back. It was the same week that I had to go to the doctors. That's when I ran out. And that's when I ran. I was on the 11th. I'll never forget. I ran. I felt like a month. I went into 2 people's faces off and everything. I did not know what the fuck. But I did know one thing for sure. Because once you go to the withdrawal, it's something you never forget. Labor, I forgot the feeling of the labor. But withdrawals, you don't forget them. You know what they are. I said, I'm in withdrawal. I said, oh my God, it's Suboxone is coming back. How could it be? All I thought about was the Suboxone. Never realizing that it was a fucking Klonopin. When he showed me, I never touched that stuff. Meanwhile, I suffered for almost a whole week, and I had a whole bottle of Klonopin sitting on my thing. Because actually, yeah, it was a whole bottle. Because I didn't touch it that month. Because when I took it with the Celexa and said the hell with it, I'll take the 2 Klonopins at the same time, it gave me such a high. It scared the shit out of me. My heart started pumping. I had Suboxone at that time. I took it and it stopped all that. And I said, fuck that. I put that shit to the side. Never touched it. Meanwhile, I was really feeling sick from the Klonopins anyway, but I didn't realize. I thought it was withdrawals from the Suboxones. Meanwhile, it was already 3 months off. Yeah, it was April. January 15th was my last Suboxone. That was the first day I picked up my Suboxone, and that's the day that I did not take it. So it's really February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Guys, it's been 9 months. 9 months. So I couldn't understand what it was. Long story short, like, I know I'm talking a lot. People probably say this girl's bugging. Yeah, I feel pretty good. Maybe a bit overstimulated, but I'm good with that. I'll take whatever I'm feeling right now. Yeah, I'm fucking overstimulated because I'm drinking coffee like a motherfucker. And that's got to end because I saw the video. I'll just take the coffee when I take the Eltrosis in the morning and the other one, because the Eltrosis alone by itself makes me sleep. I don't like that. But once you drink the coffee, it does something that it stops the fatigueness, because that's why I took it before. But I didn't like that 3 hours later, I was fucking, oh, God, I was so sleepy. And I got scared of it, and I wouldn't take it. Then I got into a video, and I said, oh, shit, let me try the coffee thing. And I did, and bang, bing, boom, boom, I go. Talking my ass off right now. You know? But today, at least I could be able to say I could go to work, do what I got to do. But, like, to make a long story short, I don't think nobody should deserve to be put through such misery and pain. I saw a video of a girl, because I'm looking through the tolerance thing, trying to find out what it is people are feeling. Of actually, it's withdrawal. and how they keep saying it's not working, it's not working. But I'm to the point where it is working in the morning, but it's not working for me at night. So that's where I'm not understanding what it is. Why at night it's not working. And like I told you, and I'm going to tell you once again, it ain't the 5-HP or the L-Trosis, because I've been going through it since I stopped the 2 milligrams. That's going on 3 months. And I still wake up sick every morning even after I take the 2nd milligram at night. But the one during the day, I wake up 8 o'clock, I take it, bang, still 1, 2 in the morning, I'm running around still feeling good. Or do I wait until I get sick and take it? I don't know. But I know something's going on. But I do know that the Klonopin is not going to let me off easy. But I'm be honest with you, from hearing from some of these videos, some people comment to me, how the hell did you jump from 6 milligrams to 2 milligrams in 1 month? And when they said in 1 month, meaning it didn't take me 1 month to jump. I just jumped off because I fucked up. I didn't know. I thought it was clonidine. I was taking 2 every 3 hours, every morning, noon, and night, because I was withdrawing from the kratom, and I noticed it would stop all the withdrawal. I had like 15, then they ran out, and I started feeling really good for about a week. After a week, I kept feeling sicker and sicker and sicker, and asking all my people in my forum what's going on. I feel like I'm going backwards. I'm all right. And one person said there's something else wrong, because I was only taking 3 grams 3 times a day, and I was only on it for 60 days, 6 weeks, 6 weeks. I gave it 6 weeks for the Suboxone, and then exactly on the 6th week, on the last day, when I woke up, I didn't need any kratom or anything. But then 2 days later, that pause whooped my ass. Do you hear me? It whooped my ass. That was really hard. That was really, 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 to me, the kratom withdrawal, if you keep it to a minimal and respect the plant, tops withdrawal. And please don't comment on making kratom look bad. The truth is the truth. There is a little addiction to it. You can get addicted to it, especially if you have, to me, an addictive personality. Okay? And I was only on it for 6 weeks. Because I remember that person told me, just stay on it for at least, don't go past 2 months. I did 6 weeks, a month and 2 weeks. And I said, something is wrong. But it might have not been, it could have been in the pause too. I don't know. But I did go through a little thing here and there, but it only lasted like 3 days physically of withdrawal. And I do say withdrawal. Like if we were withdrawing from something, but not something real deep. But the legs and all that shit like that, and not sleeping, that shit was fucking, it wasn't horrific or anything. It's doable. It's just you have to wait it out. And then the pause comes right after that. Once you pass the 3rd day, going into maybe tops 4 days, tops physically 4 days, if you keep your kratom intake to a minimum, meaning the most 3 grams, at least twice a day or 3 times a day, depending on what your issues are. Anything more than that is just ludicrous. You know, when I first started doing it, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I know I was sick as a dog, and I felt if I take a whole lot, I was taking teaspoon and vomiting and diarrhea. I gave up after a week. And I threw everything in the garbage, and I cried. I called my sister. She said, take that shit out of the garbage and call me back in an hour. And she asked me the site of the name of the kratom, and I told her. She called me back in 2 hours. I was still sick and dogging and crying. She told me, go back in that garbage, take that shit out, Measured 3 grams, because I had a scale. Put it on, make some hot tea, and drink it slowly. If you still feel sick, wait a half an hour, 35, 40 minutes. Take another half a little gram. Not even. And let me tell you, when I did that, then I felt it. And not no euphoria. I felt no withdrawals whatsoever. What I was doing too much. So that's why I can't understand why. I read this person bought a kilo September 28th, and we are in October, 4th, 5th? And he got 35 grams left. How many grams do you think he's doing a day? And in true reality, he's going to be fucked up when he finally realizes that less is more. You don't need fucking teaspoons and teaspoons and grams of that shit to feel, you know, it's like smoking crack. You can never catch that first high. Never. You can never chase the dragon. That first hit of heroin, never caught it. Got high after that, but never caught that first, like your first sexual experience. If you ever had it with a real man that know what to do, you know what I'm saying? That keep you like, wow. After that, you never get it again. But same thing with kratom. You know? And to me, somebody said, broke it down. Like, wow, that's 1,000 grams. How the fuck from September of this year, and it's October the 4th, and he don't got enough? And what's probably making him sicker, knowing the fact that he doesn't have enough, not even to that. You're taking what, 60 grams a day, or what the fuck? Well, somebody told the lady, the wife is very worried, which I could understand. She takes it, but not like that. But she said that, they have a wedding to go to, and, how's he going to do it? The people said, don't be surprised. Just give him 3 grams. 3 grams, on a teaspoon. And he'll probably be surprised that he didn't need all that bullshit he was fucking stuffing in his mouth. He'll probably actually really feel the kratom. Instead of feeling, I don't know what the fuck he was feeling on taking ounces and ounces of kratom. What the fuck? Like, I mean, he's not going to be fucking severely withdrawing. He'll be calm, but not maybe like the way he is when he takes all those ounces. But he'll probably realize he probably didn't need all that shit. It'll keep his withdrawals at bay the most. And then when he gets back from wherever he gets back, he's going to really have to sit down and really, start tapering down. But if you're doing a kilo like that in less than Jesus Christ, not even a week, something's definitely wrong. Something's definitely wrong. I'm not giving kratom no bad rep. They're talking about banning it soon. I hope they don't, because if it wasn't for the kratom, I probably still would have tried to detox off the Suboxone, but it would have been a longer thing, more hurtful thing. But with the kratom, made it so much comfortable. So much comfortable. So much comfortable. And if it wasn't for that plant, I wouldn't be free of that opiate right now. So yeah, 2 thumbs up for the kratom. You got to respect it. You got to understand it. Read about it. Like, just don't think, okay, maybe some people say they feel the euphoria. And I was always looking for the euphoria. I wanted to feel it. I'm an addict. I want to see what people are talking about. But I was just happy enough that I had no withdrawals. And there was a couple of times where I felt the kratom in a different way other than the withdrawals. And that's because the withdrawals were getting less and less. And now the kratom I was taking was starting to make me feel a little bit, wow, I like this. That's when you have to start saying, careful, because you want to continue that feeling. You think you're going to take more. 4 hours later, no, what? You felt it already. That's it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Just a word of advice. Be careful. It has its purposes in life, I believe, for people who are severely in pain or back or sciatica or mood disorders and stuff. But be careful when using it for depression. I think, I'm not professional, that it only goes but so far. And, you know, they say rotating strains. I'm not much of a believer in that. I believe it helps a little bit. So you don't keep taking the same strain. After a while, it won't work. Then you'll have a problem. It won't work for you. You have to wait a couple of weeks until your body gets clean and then be able to take that. So that's why you take one today, take green two for 2 days, and then they take a red or mix a green with a yellow, like that. You know, don't keep. Some people love to take the reds because they like the way it makes it feel. To me, the red ones is for more pain. And that's what I was taking for when I was trying to detox from the benzo. But I really looked and searched and searched and searched. And I thought I saw a thing with the kratom where it said benzo. But I looked and looked again, once again, probably it's hallucination in my mind. I said, if it worked for the opiates, fuck, I got this. I do it with the kratom. I noticed the green worked a little bit, but no. The red ones were the ones that were keeping the pain, the real pain that I was feeling away. But I was taking more every 4 hours for the pain of the benzo to stop. And I said, point blank, and I kept my word. I'm only doing it for 6 weeks. But once again, I didn't understand. Benzo is not a 6-week period thing. Maybe it was out of my system, but I still have to go through the withdrawals. And that could take months and months and months. You know, eventually it'll come out of your system, but you still got to deal with the withdrawals anyway. So what the fuck? So 6 weeks, I was like, that's it. And not only was that it, I couldn't take it anymore. That's when I started to really taking days off for work. But when I did the Suboxone, the detox with the kratom with the Suboxone, always went to work. Never missed a day. Was able to function. I had to be careful watching the clock. I get sick every 4 hours. Going into the third hour, maybe 35 minutes before I get ready to get sick, I take it. You time yourself. So don't wait till you get sick. 30 minutes before you know you're getting ready to feel it. When I started studying it, I said, I get sick every 4 hours. Boom. It's 4 o'clock. I'm going to get sick at 8. 7:30, I start preparing that because I'm already feeling uncomfortable. You know, and you keep doing that. And you try to push it as much as you can to see how long it would last. And 4 lasted into 5, 5 lasted into 6, 6 lasted into 7, then it started going to 8. That's when I knew my body, I was actually getting over the withdrawals. And one day I woke up and that was it. But then 2 days later, bang, I said, what the fuck is this? And that's, they say, was the pause. Oh my God, that was bad. God, that pause was bad. That was bad. That shit hit. I thought a truck ran over me, or like a truck, you know, when it paves the ground. It felt like somebody put me on the ground and just ran over me. Oh my God. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I panicked. But they told me, no, Ada, that's pause. I said, what the fuck is that? Oh, that's after you go after the initial withdrawal. You go through that. Well, how long does that last? Oh, anywhere for maybe a couple of months. I was like, excuse me? A couple of months. If I knew about the serotonins and all that, I probably wouldn't have to gone through that. Because it was, my energy and all that was depleted. I didn't understand that. But with everything, there's a pause in it. But I might have not had to go through such extremes like I did. It was so bad. But then as time went on, you know, I had these meds for months. But I thought I was on an antidepressant. When I found out I was a mood stabilizer for all these years, makes sense. So actually, Suboxone is to me is like the antidepressant. Never was depressed on it. Yeah, I did have my days, but they weren't as extreme as not being on anything. But When I found out, I said, "Oh shit, that I'm not." He said, "You've never been on an I said, "Really?" Dang. One day I was looking through my mess. I said, "I gotta give this a chance." It was meant for me to go in that drawer and find that. And so far, it's good. One day I might get on and say, "Guys, it's starting not to work. I'm starting to feel the same." Yes, I will be searching. There's the other kind. Here I have valerian root, which is good for sleeping. That's what I think that's good for. Yeah, this is for sleep, which, by the way, does fucking work. This fucks me up. And then I have this L-tryptophan, another one I can take. If by any chance this combo stops working, there's also this one and L-thiamine. It's another one. So there's light at the end of the tunnel, guys. I just wanted to tell you that. And probably I just wanted to talk. Ain't nobody else to talk to, so I'm talking to a video because I feel chatty and I took a cup of coffee and that sent me through the roof. And I don't know, maybe a lot of people don't like to feel overstimulated. I'm not, I ain't saying I'm overstimulated. I feel good. It's not a high, but I feel fucking all right. So I got on this video thing here, all jokey, laughing, some good stuff, some it's not. I just felt chatterbox, and that's because of the meds. I'm not on anything else, folks. There's no reason for me to be that. But I will end this on the note that I am scared of the benzos, and I am scared of going into tolerance. Very, very scared. And I'm hoping that within a couple of months, I get my serotonin level straight, and hopefully, let's see. You gotta see what's going on with your body. It's kind of like being a pig to a doctor. Like, you gotta find what works for you. I'm trying stuff, but I shouldn't just stop taking. I'm not stop taking a cold turkey, but I'm not going to take it tonight. So the one I take in the morning, I have to take that one. And I'm going to see if I do get sick at night, and see, because also the L-Tric also helps with withdrawal symptoms. But I have gone the whole night without the thing. And some days I was sick and some days I wasn't. So it's like vice versa. But if it's not going to work at night for me and I do feel a little sick in the morning, then I'll take it. But I don't know about stopping it altogether. But if it's doing me like that, why am I going to keep taking it? That's a food for thought, guys. Let me know what you guys think about that. Should I stop just taking the night med? Because it ain't doing shit. It ain't doing a fucking thing for me. And it probably is, but it's short term. So if it's short term, why am I going to keep sticking something down my throat that's not working for me? But the morning med does. Something to think about that. Please comment, folks. Give me something. Nobody really comments. Only a couple of people comment. Probably think I'm boring or I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just learning. I'm new to this video. I did this to see where, when I first started detoxing and look back at the videos of my success, which I could have been a success. I ain't saying I was successful in the opiate thing, but I made a mistake and thought clonopins were clonidines, and I took them to the point where I told my doctor I'd take 6 milligrams. He looked at me like, what? I said, I only took it for 2 weeks. He said, you only been on a 0.5. I said, I've never been on that shit. I take clonidine. He said, you ain't getting it from me. When he showed me that thing, I freaked out. I was like really freaked out. Anyway, so on that though, guys, you have a good night, and truly letting you know I'm not on anything. But that second dose of L-Trocius really did it for me. And I feel good. At least I can go to work, do what I gotta do, and see. I'm gonna let you know how I feel tomorrow afternoon, because I'm not gonna take the Klonopin tonight, because I do stay up and I do get some sleep over there. But I gotta be careful because I'm scared to go to sleep and wake up sick. It's crazy, but it hasn't happened where I woke up sick, because I guess the one in the morning is still going through my body. So I'm gonna let you know how that is. But like they said, it takes a couple of days before your body starts finding out it doesn't have the proper whatever in it, and then you'll start really feeling it. So I'm gonna see what happens with that. So on that note, you guys, you have a great evening. I'm going to work. Let's do this. Let me go make my money because I gotta pay double rent. Peace out. Thank you.